Welcome back to Whispers of Oblivion. I know I put off this for a while, but I received a little bit of nagging, shall I say. So we're gonna go ahead and start this off. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who gave me double-digit views for the other videos that I've recently uploaded. Really appreciate that. Gives me more motivation to, I guess, do stuff. Kind of counteracts all the garbage that's been put into the game.
The Templar shall stand guard as you and your stalkers infiltrate the temple. May Tassadar's shadow hide you, my friend.
Well, that's going to be useful because, well, the Templar are about as useful as shit-flavored candy in this mission. So, in the first one of Whispers of Oblivion, we had a mission that forced us to use DT cheese and a bunch of other garbage. On Brutal, it was pretty much impossible to do it any other way, and this third one, which is actually 1/3 of the prologue campaign, makes you not build a base. You can see the direction that lotv the campaign is heading into. Speaking of which, lotv is supposed to be released today, and I'm sane, so I'm not going to pick one up, because it takes not a lot of effort to know it's a sack of shit.
My lord, the intruders breached the temple. They will be upon us shortly. Seal the access way. I will contact the master. As the blade of Amon wills.
Zeratul, the Tal'Darim are retaliating. Hybrid are assaulting our forces. Have you made it into the temple safely?
Indeed, but the access way has been sealed. The Tal'Darim likely suspect an intrusion.
My Templar are engaged with the enemy. You will have to continue on alone for now. I will do my best to monitor your movements.
Warriors, we must press on. The fate of our galaxy depends on it.
I feel like Terrans would have a much better chance with hybrids than Protoss.
I will be redeemed. Deliver these unbelievers unto the...
Oh, whoops, one stockpile lot. Oh, one stockpile lot hard. Oh wow, these people are lying hard.
That photon cannon will reveal my presence, but if I enshroud us in void armor, we will be protected from its assault.
Well, that was a little bit of a leadle on my part. I'll have to wait for that void armor to recharge before proceeding any further. Now, this mission, you don't get to build anything, and it relies heavily on your ability to kill off warp prisms before they can warp units in. So in the first one, they taught you how to be a little turd and retard magnet and DT cheese. In this one, they tell you to be an obnoxious fuck and giggle while you shut down every single Protoss building, when it really takes no skill and a lot of skill to counter. Oh, I probably lost another one. Nope, I actually saved that one. So as you can see, I'm not very pleased about the direction that Blizzard is going into. And David Kim very happily said that their goals have been met.
An immortal, a single shadow strike should eliminate it.
See, this mission gets a lot harder after you lose some stalkers, because you have even less to shut down the garbage. So losing that stalker, if I'm not recording, would probably have made me restart. I don't know if these cannons will refill all of your stalkers, so what can you say? Somehow the blink didn't work. Okay, so we could wait for Void Armor. I think I will wait for Void Armor. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. It's basically just a huge display of douchebaggery, trying to kill off anything that, like, they all have a glaring weakness. This might be good for campaign, but the multiplayer has hurt you too much because people abuse that kind of shit.
Well done.
Just because of how easy it is to abuse that kind of shit. Now, normally you get 3 stalkers here, and of course they only give you 3 stalkers.
A hybrid. My shadow strike shall be your undoing, abomination.
So another one over here. We'll do that, and I'll take out the detection, like any turd would. Yeah, have fun with the cannons for a while I wait for the shadow strike to recharge. Zeratul has been working on his attack speed. Unfortunately, his attack damage took a little hit. I think he used to do 125 damage, but he does attack at, I would consider, more than double speed at this point. So basically anything with base armor is going to be more effective against the Zeratul.
We should navigate around.
Let's see, what do we have here? We have an Onslaught, and we have a couple of Bobs. We also have Stakla. Now, the thing with these Void Rays and Observer is that as soon as they detect Zeratul, they'll start moving towards him. So you kind of want to keep the Zeratul away from the Observers, or in this case, you want to keep the Zeratul close to the Observers. Like you can see, Zeratul acts as a perfect retard magnet over here. And I can use Void Armor over here, blink this one back, blink this one back. Anything that relies on the use of Blink, in my opinion, should not exist in the game. Blink should be something that separates the pros from the casual players. It should not be something that's required by Protoss. Okay, so we got that going on. I got the ball. I'll take care of this ball. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kill most of these Bobs. I'm gonna leave one alive. That's gonna prevent another round of Warpin, I think. The Warpins are either determined by how many units are left or on a timer basis. I'll probably leave that last one alive. Oh, nope. Okay, so they just warp more in as you kill them. So I guess we'll leave 2. That's nope. Now what's stupid over here is Zeratul will trigger the Observer, but these Void Rays are perfectly fine with the Stalker's presence. So now that we've taken care of that, I'm going to wait for another round of Void Armor before retard magneting the Void Rays over. Just having units that could potentially come over from a misclick is something that I don't want to do. That's why I'm doing this right now. So what we're going to do is go ahead and do this. Well, that took care of most of the garbage. We got a hybrid up there. I'm more worried about the Onslaught at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. 2 hits from Zeratul plus 1 hit from his special will be able to get rid of a hybrid. I don't want to attack him from that side because I'll just move him. Oh. So that took care of that. 1 Stalker is not really a problem. Oh. Okay, that's bad. Well, that got blocked off because I clicked the Observer, so it's kind of unfortunate, I guess. Stupid bullshit, of course, leaked into the campaign where one misclick costs you a lot of your army. And they couldn't do that with the normal game. They couldn't do that easily with the campaign, so instead they made it so that you can't make units in the campaign. Of course, great decision there in making the campaign. Big round of applause for finding places to put shit that can't normally happen, I guess. Well, that shut down the Warpin. What this is saying to me is basically, please go ahead and be the biggest turd you can to Protoss by smashing the pylons. Given how lots of it works, as far as I can understand, and how the pylons are powering your structures, as well as being the source of overcharge, I can see this being a huge sack of shit. Okay. Well, Zeratul can take care of that one. Got another one of these cannons. Got 3 scouts. Now, scouts are actually really, really bad against ground, so I can just retard magnet that over. That'll be great. Oh, no. Let's not play around with the cannon. Like, I know scouts are bad, but scouts are still... They're not too bad. Okay, so I should probably get rid of that. Armor, blink, on power. And here we get more Stalkers. Unfortunately, we get some Templar, and in my opinion, in my one playthrough of this before, I never used the Templar, so definitely do with 2 Stalkers instead of Templar.
You address me.
Okay, I'll keep these on 3.
My burdens weigh heavily. This alcove overlooks the central chamber. That must be where Malash is hidden. Truthbringer, the Terrans have failed and led these intruders here. The great work is in jeopardy. Abandon your fear, Malash. Redemption is at hand. Your universe will be freed of its suffering. Ready your people for war and await my command. It will be done. Follow Amon to war. We are too late.
There is still hope, Zeratul. That device, the Tal'Darim are using it to communicate with Amon.
Yes, and if we destroy it, we can delay Amon's forces long enough to warn Artanis. I will see it done. The Dark Prelate is nearby. Find him.
So over there we got 2 High Templars and 3 Bobs. It's not going to be too much of a problem. Well, the Templars sort of stormed themselves to death. And we're just going to do Void Armor. And then we can take care of the rest. Bobs, although good, are not that great in this mission. If you take a look at our upgrades, it's at 0-0, and if you take a look at their upgrades, it's also at 0-0. Oh, see, 0-0 here. Oh, there we go.
Descend upon you.
So they do have a Khaleesi over there, which is, I guess, a little bit annoying. What's more annoying is how this observer didn't get killed. Fortunately, we can see it for some reason. And also fortunate that the Khaleesi did not get retard magneted over. So I can just do that to it to get rid of it.
Against the darkness.
It's probably a hybrid over there, or is it only 3 Bobs? No, it's just 3 Bobs. That's Bobs. I hate Blink. Why is it in this game? Why can't they just give Stalkers like a non-gimmicky ability? Maybe more stats? More Dragoon-like? Anything? Of course, didn't need to use it, but of course we did because, well, whatever. White armor, blink, kill that. Oh, That prevented that Archon from ever happening. It's a Carbot moment where the Archon forms and sort of waits there as Zeratul cuts him apart. Oh, there's a hybrid.
My burdens. This should be the last of the Tal'Darine's cannons.
Oh, there goes the hybrid. Now, of course, another 1 point of weakness, because apparently the campaign is all about that, and I would like to keep it in the campaign, except it's leaking over from the multiplayer, unfortunately. Go ahead and unpower that. I can just destroy the cannon here, and don't even have to bother with the scouts, but I like killing shit. Of course they attack that. Of course Zeratul is putting in work.
The particle cannons have been destroyed, and I am sending you the last of our available forces. Fight with honor, brothers.
Well, you got Templar and you got Stakla. I'm not sure if I want to... You know what? We're gonna Archon these. Storm is not really useful here because, well, Storm is dumb. And also because the enemy doesn't have that many units to begin with. These things will help a lot against the Bobs. Okay, I got Hybrid. I got that. We got Calusi. Just about everything we can find here. Nope. Retarded over a bunch of units.
I will erase the demon.
Is the observe lock here? Doesn't look like it.
I will fulfill. State thine. Shozak Maknul. On
Oh, we've gotten rid of most of the damage dealers, so I think we're fine to engage at this point.
my burden. You address me.
Observe Lao is being a little bit dumb. And I think this is the last part. Yeah, this is the last part.
Great power flows through here. It is as if the temple is linked directly to the void itself.
So I did that to restore the Archon of the Shields. This is a lot of units, and I think we've been recording for long enough, so I'm gonna cut a segment over here. I do like to take my time with this, so I'll continue in the next part.